Yo, what's up, my fellow psychopaths? Yeah, I think that's gonna be the new channel greeting. So, wow, last time it was what if Izuku was rexplodes reincarnation, the prologue. Well, our story continues with, of course, the next day being a Monday, and Izuku is going to school, and due to Rex's presence within Izuku's mind, yeah, Zuko's gonna have himself sort of a little friend in his head. Of course, Rex can't exactly take control of Izuku's body, but he can give funny little remarks. And as Izuku walks up to his school, he hears Rex in his mind speaking. You know, dude, your school looks pretty shitty, I'm not gonna lie. Rex says as Izuku lets out a laugh to himself. Yeah, it kinda is, but it's really the only school that mom can afford to send me to, Izuku admits, as he walks in the school's front door and he heads to his homeroom, already hearing Bakugo yelling about how he's going to be number one, and he lets out a sigh. Oh, that guy? Rex says mentally to Izuku. Yeah, Kachan's always been, well, Kachan, Izuku says, as he walks in, and everyone is ignoring him because they still believe he's quirkless, though Izuku does have a quirk now, but it's essentially Rex's power that he had when he was alive. But Izuku isn't really looking to start anything with Bakugo, though some part of him really wants to. But he knows that Katsuki would probably kick his ass if he tried. He's not that confident yet. Izuku sits at his desk and the homeroom teacher comes in, and of course he exposes to Katsuki that Izuku is also attempting to go to UA. Huh? Are you serious, nerd? I thought I told you I was the only one from Aldera that was gonna go to UA. And I told you if you applied, I'd freaking kill you, didn't I? Katsuki says as explosions pop off from his hands, and he ends up blasting Izuku's desk. This time, he actually destroys it. The wood crumpling and one of the metallic legs snaps off. Izuku looks at it as Katsuki goes back to his seat. And he picks it up, charging it with his own quirk. And it begins to glow a bright yellow. Hey, Kachan, Izuku says, his voice a mix of fear and budding anger. The hell do you want? That before Bakugo can finish his sentence, he is hit with the glowing metal leg, which detonates on impact, sending him flying into the wall. Of course, Katsuki is instantly back on his feet after a few seconds, about to charge forward at Izuku when finally their teacher does something. Midoriya, Bakugo, if you two get into a fight right now, I will send you to the principal's office. Do not test me. The teacher had no problem when it was just Katsuki attacking Izuku, because in his mind it was a quirkless kid getting beat up by someone with a quirk. Rex's influence breaks through to Izuku before he can stop himself, and he turns, looking at the teacher. Really? He's been tormenting me since elementary, and finally, when I fight back, you threaten to send me to see the principal. Screw you, Izuku says, heading for the door, shocking Katsuki because he had never actually seen Izuku get angry at someone like that. The hell do you think you're going, nerd? Katsuki says as he attempts to follow Izuku. Don't, Izuku says, turning back, and in Izuku's eyes, Katsuki saw a glimpse. A glimpse of something dark, as if Izuku had seen something so terrifying and depressing that it had broke something in him. The reason why Katsuki was seeing this is he was seeing the experiences that Rex went through. When Rex manifested, Katsuki, of course, wasn't aware of this, but Izuku got the memories of every battle Rex had fought in. The death, the destruction. Izuku had seen all of it. And in that moment, Katsuki could see in his eyes, could see that something was wrong with Deku. He wasn't acting like himself. And that quirk, he knew Deku was quirkless. How the hell did he get a quirk? So you've been making fun of me, huh? Just pretending like you were weak? What the hell was the point of this, Deku? For information, Kachan, I just got my quirk last night. I didn't even want to fight you, but you blew up my desk and you broke it this time. So I lost my temper. Are you really that surprised? After all, we grew up together, Kachan. I was bound to get some of your traits. Though I wish you weren't such an ass to me. The hell did you say? You treated me like crap, and all I've done is look up to you. I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve any of it, Izuku says as he glares at Katsuki, Rex's influence fully at the forefront of his mind now. And you know the worst part about it is our worthless teacher didn't say a word to you until I finally fought back, and then he threatens to send both of us to the office. Yeah. I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. I guess you were right when you said I was naive. I thought that the adults actually cared about us, but they don't. Anyhow, I'm going home. And honestly, Katsuki, Bakugo's breath catches in his throat as he hears Izuku call him by his first name. I'm not sure if I even want to try to be your friend anymore. All this brought me for years has been nothing but pain and humiliation. But if you ever want to be friends again, you need to look in the mirror. Because you're not a hero. At least you don't act like one, Kachan. Heroes don't hurt their friends. But I guess I never was your friend, was I? Izuku says, leave. Katsuki stares after Izuku, though he wasn't about to cut class to follow the nerd. Part of him, of course, is enraged that Deku had attacked him and even spoke like that to him, but another part of him remembers how Izuku seemed enamored with him, and he begins to think. For the first time in his young life, he thinks and realizes that he had fucked up his friendship over misunderstanding. He believed that Izuku caring about him was Izuku looking down on him, but it struck him now that that was not the case, though he had years to make up for, and he wasn't sure if he even deserved the chance to, but he would try. Katsuki sat in class for the rest of the day while Izuku trained at Dagobah Beach, blowing up massive piles of garbage and junk, getting stronger and stronger as he does so, although he's not aware that a certain pro hero is watching him. Of course, it's All Might. Now, and that would be the end of part 1. However, if you guys are thinking Izuku is going to get one for all as well as, well, Rex's quirk, he's not. This is just a segue into part 2.